Hi fans of high quality entertainment. On my other YouTube channel, Larry Graves' Canadian Studmuffin, I did this same idea, but just using Frank Zappa albums or CDs. And so on this channel, what I'm doing is mainly comparing two bands or solo artists' albums and which one you, the viewer, like the most, and me too, and me also. And what you'll probably notice with this is I usually like the less popular of the two albums that I'm showing. For instance, which album of the Rolling Stones do you like more? Sticky Fingers or Exile on Main Street? I think, I might be wrong with this one, but I think most Rolling Stones fans prefer, if they had to make a choice, they prefer Exile on Main Street over Sticky Fingers. But for me, it's Sticky Fingers. This one, I think most Elvis Costello fans would like this year's model over King of America. But I prefer, this is great of course, but I prefer King of America. Let me know in the comment section below what you agree with or disagree with. On Grant's Rock Warehouse, we just talked about these two albums. Captain Beefheart, Trout Mask Replica, and Lick My Decals Off Baby. I think this is liked more than this one, but I can't totally get into Lick My Decals Off Baby. So I'm going with Trout Mask Replica. Here's another one where I think fans, between these two Electric Light Orchestra albums, El Dorado and Face the Music, I think most fans would prefer Face the Music, but for me, I love this is great, but I love El Dorado more. Uh-oh, it's the Beach Boys. I hope Glenn Kellaway from the basement isn't watching. Okay, two excellent albums. The Beach Boys, Surf's Up versus, no, it's not Pet Sounds, The Beach Boys Love You. I think most Beach Boys fans would pick Surf's Up, but this is one of my favorite Beach Boys albums. It, took a few listens to appreciate it, but it's one of my favorites now. Now this one, I'm positive that most fans of the band would prefer Music from Big Pink, their debut album, over Cahoots. This is great, but I love Cahoots even more. I think it's very underrated. For you Lou Reed fans, I think most of you would prefer Transformer over The Bells, but I love The Bells more. So for all of these albums, I'll just keep saying, when I'm comparing them, I love both of the albums, but usually the least popular of the two, for whatever reason, I prefer more. I know that this is most Ween fans' favorite, and on Grant's Rock Warehouse again, check out the video that's being posted tonight, I believe in a few hours, where Steve Schnee, Grant Arthur, and I talk about the whole Ween discography. But I think most Ween fans would prefer the Mollusk over their debut album, God Means Satan. This is amazing, but if I had to choose, I would pick God Means Satan. Once again, I think most AC/DC fans would pick Back in Black over Let There Be Rock, but I prefer this over Let There Be Back in Black, sorry. I just woke up. All right, Talking Heads fans. I think most of them would prefer Remainin' Light over Fear of Music. But I love Fear of Music much more than, I mean, this is very good, but I would say half of it I absolutely love, and then the other half is just kind of good, I guess. So Fear of Music, my favorite Talking Heads album. Isn't this fun? Okay, for Sparks, this is a difficult one. And I think most, we'll see. I think most fans would prefer Angst in My Pants over the very, very different Number One in Heaven. But I'm going to go, this is excellent, I'm going with Number One in Heaven because I think even though, I don't know, yeah, there's just a couple of weaker songs on Angst in My Pants, Tarzan and Jane, and Instant Weight Loss, which are still good songs. But I think this is just overall a much stronger album. Ooh, this is a difficult one. Uriah Heep, Look at Yourself versus Salisbury. This is actually, I think most fans, if they had to choose, would pick Look at Yourself, but I think I agree with Glenn Kellaway for once. I go with Salisbury. Now, I know this is more popular or more loved, their debut album, The Velvet Underground and Nico, but I prefer White Light, White Heat, and it's one of Ron Mayle of Sparks' favorite albums. But this is great too. Most of you would probably prefer Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars over Low. But if I had to choose, I think I would go with Low. Queen fans. I think most Queen fans would prefer A Night at the Opera over Innuendo. But this is probably my first or second favorite Queen album, Innuendo. So I go with that. Ramones. Ramones fans, I think most would prefer Rocket to Russia over their debut, but I'm going with their debut. Yeah, this I think the Moody Blues, Days of Future Past, great album. And I like this one more. I think it's very underrated. Every Good Boy Deserves Favor would be my choice. Alice Cooper, Killer. What a killer album. Versus Billion Dollar Babies. I think this is I don't know, it might be a little on the even side, but I would go with Killer. And the final one, the big one, the biggest of the biggest. Sgt. Pepper versus Revolver. The best. But if I had to choose, which I do, I'm going to go with Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. And that is it. I would love your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree that most of these albums I showed, you like the more popular of them? Or, just, it's fun to talk about music and without, getting into arguments. So thanks for watching. Please remember to like the video and make sure you're subscribed. Have a great day. Bye.